Hello and welcome to today's video as we cover the series that took place today in the LPL and ramble a bit about some things occurring in LPL Esports. So first, IG Weibo. We went 2-0 on the day. I thought Weibo would drop a game. That did not happen. Game one was close. Rookie played pretty decent in this series, had a couple solo kills in his own right. But JJ led the way for Weibo, going 19-7 and 28. Elk 26% of damage, and Era had one solo kill and 81% kill participation in the 3-0 win. Rookie, two solo kills, 13, 11, 16, team leading 28% damage share, Way 81 KP. So IG actually took the majority of the Drakes in this one, 8-7. Barons went 4-2 in favor of Weibo. IG took two Barons in game one, but the second Baron was actually like terrible. First one wasn't great. It was like a 1,300 gold Baron, but the second one was negative like 1,200. They only averaged 57. 114 is actually wrong. It's 57. I didn't divide it by two. I forgot to do that. So that's how they lost game one because of that. Because they didn't take advantage of their power plays. I try and take a ice hockey approach to power plays. That's where you got to make your hay. You got to put teams away during the power play, and that just it didn't happen for IG, and that's why they lost game one. Weibo averaging 5,000 gold to Baron across four. That's a big reason why they did win. In over the aggregate, these series were very very high pace as well, kill wise. Quite a clip. And that sort of aggression is good. We like to see chaos a bit. Of course, within guardrails, because we also want to have a clean game of League of Legends, even if it is a bit aggressive, which is typical of the LPL historically. And the LPL is returning to that with a carry-oriented jungle meta. You're seeing crazy picks in the top lane. Saboro played a great Varus game, in my opinion. For a top laner, I mean, he had some big pop-off moments on the champion. So there is that. One of his better games he's probably played since becoming a tier 1 player. BLG Nip. BLG smoked Nip. Drakes were 6-5, but BLG took all three Barons, averaging about 6,600 gold a Baron. That's how you win. Like I just said about Weibo, same thing with BLG. They put Nip away. It was not close. Sean had a solo kill, 16, 5, 36, 70 KP. Knight had three solo kills of his own, 33% of damage. Bin had a few solo kills. Really strong performance out of him. Zhuo, solo kill for Nip, 210, 18, 76% of damage. And Asum had 25% of the team's damage, 76 KP for Zhuo. So widespread of damage share for both Nip and Weibo in this one. Multiple places of damage share. Very different vibe, though, when you lose 3-0 versus winning 3-0 and how the damage came about. It's just very one-sided. And we figured that would happen. I said in my predictions, which probably is out now for the series, that Nip, it's tough. Team we got smoked by anyone's legend, and Nip we're going to get smoked by BLG. That's what happens when you allow bottom half teams into playoffs. It makes these first couple series bullshit, in my opinion. You should have at most only half of regular season teams make playoffs, if not less. And that's something that I'm considering for my the podcast episode I'm going to be on next week. Something around that. Because I've really been thinking about it, and I think it's showing face currently in LPL Esports. But regardless, so that's the thing. Then we have other weird stuff. So today, ERLs continue to amaze me. NLC. I do not watch Tier 2 games anywhere. But I see all over my Twitter feed, NLC didn't have casters in today's games. I don't know how, and it has nothing to do with Los Ratones in that way. Because even your run-of-the-mill D3 college or whatever, JUCO, or, even low-tier, I'm sure European leagues, etc., they can find a couple people that are willing to cast for free. So, not to say that NLC should be having casters for free. It's just the fact of the matter that you really couldn't pull anybody, it's puzzling. It really is puzzling how, and don't mind you, these people are, there are some regions that are not paying their casters and people. We've talked about this. Mentioned it last week. Just embarrassing because the ERLs have a great system, but the fact that you're not paying anybody, it should not be falling apart. That's a whole other topic that I've already discussed. I did a live stream on the entire topic, and it related to NA, but it was the West in general because League is struggling in the West monetarily, and it's very fixable. But we have a lot of people making decisions that are not not good enough business people to do the job for a lot of these organizations, as far as I'm concerned. Teams are in the red probably because they're not doing it the right way at all. They don't understand what the fuck they're doing. And that also might be something I talk about this. I don't know. It's kind of off. It's kind of different. It's just shit that needs to be said. It ain't rocket science. But NLC aren't able to play their casters probably because they're doing a shit job. And not the casters, I mean the region. The league itself, not the region. It's not hard. None of this is hard. You're probably not doing it for free. Everyone's got a job to do. Do your fucking job. In the end, it comes down to do your fucking job. Figure out a way to do your fucking job. And people just aren't doing their fucking job. Eventually, some people just need to hear that and take accountability that I might not be doing my job at the best of my ability. I may suck at my job. I need to do better. But that's, me from the outside. I can't confirm what's happening inside. I can only look and say, you claim you're not making money. Well, I'm looking at it and I'm wondering, why are you approaching it this way? Why are we approaching it this way? And who's at fault for that? And are we going to take accountability for being at fault for that? So that's a little bit of a tangent. But in relation to ERLs and how ERLs, I saw somebody put out today, ORL ERLs dying. It shouldn't. There are money makers there. It should not. It should not. There is a way to do it. People just need to do their job. The thing is, when you have, so it's a great thing to organically make a team of, I've said it before, I advocate for open qualifiers for these lower regions, lower tiers, and I advocate for 5 random fucks to go make a team and do it because why the fuck not? But when you do that, and nobody knows how to run a business, and nobody knows how to do the job of actually scaling this, and even when you get up to tier 3, tier 2, tier 1, and you still actually don't know what the fuck you're doing, you end up in a situation where you start losing money. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. And then you end up, you say, well, that, we see all these business people and investors and venture capitalists come in and they fuck it all up. Yes, because they don't understand esports. You need people that understand both. And also know, esports, there are other disciplines that you can relate to esports. And especially League of Legends. It's not hard. People just got to buy in and do their fucking job. So, regardless, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter. Join the Discord. Become a YouTube supporter. And hope to see you again tomorrow.